Okay folks, I got this silver nitrate solution. I'll wash this off a smidge. Like that. This guy here. No worries. Got a hunk of copper I just cleaned off. Not perfectly clean, but it's clean enough. I'll stick it right on in this guy. Just like that. As that copper gets dissolved, it'll go into solution and the silver will get pushed out. Same with this guy. I got a piece of copper. I'll throw it on in there. So it's contaminated with a lot of base metals, so it's going to be a little bit slow. It's not like a pure silver nitrate solution. Super slow. I'm going to get this copper out of here because this one is not reacting at all really. And so, yeah, we're going to have to do the chloride method with this one for sure. So I stick this copper right on in here. This guy, because he is reacting. Pour off a little of this solution. A bit. To another sort of chloride container. Put that dude back over here. And add some hydrochloric acid to this guy. And you guys should see a nice white cloud of chlorides developing. Got a little bit of hydrochloric acid here. There we go. Very interesting. Yeah, maybe there wasn't much silver in this one. It might have all, you know, once we're cementing out or actually burning up the silver, actually the silverware, the plated silverware, it might have pushed out enough of the silver that was in the bottom of the beaker because it had so much base in it that when I poured this off, it was all basically depleted copper nitrate. Because you can see there's no cloud. If you got any silver in there at all, that thing should have immediately made a cloud. Big time. Let me get this off here, get it out of the way, because it's not doing much for us. I have another one right here, which I know has a little bit of silver. I'm going to add some to this guy in the back here. And this should make a silver chloride cloud. And there you have it, right? Now there's silver in that one for sure. It's one of the methodologies you can get to get back to silver metal. I'm going to have to convert these chlorides back to metal, but that's okay. That's okay. It's a very effect to it. It's a little bit messy compared to just putting copper and then pushing that silver metal out of solution, but it works well. I'm going to add a little bit more just because we can. And hydrochloric is relatively inexpensive, so I can make sure I got them all converted like that. Yeah, okay, they're falling now. I can see it. Yeah, I'm going to dilute her down a smidge with that hydrochloric acid, and that way we know we got it. So as it turns out, folks, there's a little bit of chlorides in here, but almost all the silver's in this beaker. This was the last one, where almost all the base was already dissolved. And so it had a lot of silver in there, as you can see. And so yeah, I'm just going to let that go for a while until we get all the silver out of there. And we'll see what we get. And I think this guy's about kaput. I think it's about had the course. That's impressive. Yeah, I got one speck. There is no silver in this thing. I mean, absolutely none of that thing. That's pretty impressive. So yeah, that's the routine. Now, you know, you're burning up plated silverware like that, so much base goes into solution that it pushes all that silver metal out. And it had a little pile of silver in there, of course, when I was pouring this off originally. And I didn't think much about it, but I was thinking, well, yeah, it's got some junk in there, you know. But yeah, what it was all the silver, and then this was just clean copper nitrate coming out of there, and no silver nitrate in there. And yeah, this one almost had no silver in it, and it was all in that last one. Yeah, that filter with all the material on top of it was loaded with silver. So I threw the whole thing in the pile, and I've been washing it off here a little bit. It's about its third rinse here. It's about there. It's not totally perfect, but it'll be fine for inquarting other stuff. Yeah, I don't know. There might not even be a whole gram of chlorides there. Anyway, I got some lye, some sodium hydroxide. I'll throw some in there. See, immediately it turns black, right? So as it oxidizes that chloride, and that's why it turns black. So it turns from a chloride to a silver oxide with that lye. Once it's oxide like that, you can add some sugar and make some real silver metal out of it. I got a little bit of table sugar here, stuff you put on cereal if you eat cereal with sugar. I'm going to add a significant amount, maybe a tiny bit more than that. It's going to create a little bit of a reaction here, create a little bit of heat. Maybe not enough heat because we ain't got hardly any silver in there. But we'll, I'm going to put it on this guy here. Turn that dude up to 400 for a couple minutes. That thing will switch to a fried oxide and sugar into silver metal. Squirt in a little bit of water to give it something to heat. Otherwise it'll be a sticky goo in the bottom of my beaker. That should be enough to dissolve that sugar into a syrup. And then we'll let that dude boil a little bit and we'll get some silver out of this thing still. Yes, we will. Yeah, also in the back there, I'm going to let that silver dry to a powder. And yeah, I'll dry that dude up. I'm going to melt it tomorrow. Sun's going down again, as usual. And then once we get this dude boiling good and hard, we'll have some silver in there. And I'll let that dude sit also till tomorrow. Then I'll wash it real good. See what we get out of it. Not much. If we get a gram, I'll be impressed. So there wasn't much oxides in that, or silver in that one that we were looking at. Where was it? Yeah, dude's been boiling for a little while. Yeah, I'm gonna shut this thing off till tomorrow. Not sweat it no more tonight. Yeah, might be something in there worth talking about. I doubt it. Let's get a little water in here and let's see what we got here. We got a tiny bit of something heavy in there. Let's pour this dude off. I'm gonna pour off some of it over here so I have the gush in my stock pot. It's already gushy enough. Already got a lot of gush in there as it is. There's a little bit of silver in there. Like I said, I'll be impressed if it's a gram. Anyway, yeah, let me wash this off a couple more times and we'll see what we get. I got a crucible. It's a little bit gnarly, but it's one I've used for some silver, so See what our little bead shows up to be here. I just glazed it again, so it's going to be hot. Yeah, we boil all of our silver right on. Look at that, that's just fantastic. Luckily it's only a tiny bit, huh? If you get right on the water like that, it's usually it'll evaporate it, but it won't boil it so much. If you think about it now. More bead, more bead. More juice, huh? Alright, right here a bead. I think there's one here, and I think there's one underneath this gush. But what I'm going to do is just dump that other silver in there. We'll melt it all together. Because yeah, I've only got, it's probably 1/10 of a gram, maybe a little bit more if it's dry. That's enough for now. Yeah. Let's melt it a tiny bit and then we'll add that last little bit. Good chunk. That's a good chunk. Make sure we get it nice and hot. Chunk. I have to say, a fairly decent chunk. Set it up, get it off this and it'll set up faster. Huh. It wasn't set up all the way. You moron, you. You moron, you. You moron, you. That's what you say. Yeah, make me speak Japanese sometimes when all that's going on. Yeah, this crucible is like inflaturated. A big crack here, crack here, crack here. It's all falling apart. It's finished. You're finished, mister. Finished. Finished. And another old gnarly crucible. Let's throw this stuff back on in here. That big pile of ush. From the land of ush. That's been enough. You crack, you're cracking up on me. You're cracking on me. Stay with me, boy. Stay with me. There it is. I said 28 grams. Oh, it's 33. It's over an ounce. That's fantastic. Look at that. Whew. It is. It's over an ounce. All right. There we go. We got it. Sweaty and everything. Love you, baby.